Business Park continues to be one of the main places where the Rhode Island economy is improving. Our guest today in the Business Lunch has news about this on several fronts this noon hour. Mark Murphy is the editor of the Providence Business News. Two stories on the front page of today's edition of the newspaper illustrate the economic stimulus at Quonset. We'll begin with a company from Italy where the executives are thinking about locating here.
Yeah, and the governor and the head of the Commerce RI just had a trip to Italy and Ireland to talk to companies that are interested in coming to the U.S. And they, as Governor Chafee has been wont to do, we're emphasizing the assets that we have, and the port and transportation infrastructure is one of those assets.
All right, and this company is from outside of Naples, and what do?
They make huge industrial electrical transformers, and so they're looking to grow their markets as everyone is looking more for exporting and trade in order to prosper. And so they think that they wonder if Rhode Island is a good place to bring them in. And the idea is if they get a foothold in the market and they start gaining traction, maybe they start building them here too. And that's part of the pitch as well.
And according to your article, they're looking at both Quonset and the port of Providence. Meanwhile, the main economic stimulus at Quonset Point for many years has been that car shipping operation, the NORAD Corporation, run by Michael Miranda. They have been shipping cars for many years, and most recently, this past March, they got Honda.
Yeah, and so now they're this year about 250,000 cars will come in. They come by boat, they come by rail, and what NORAD does is finish off these cars. So they add heated seats and different kinds of audio options and other interior options, and then they ship them by truck to dealers.
I wasn't aware that they were actually adding some of the options or the I guess some of the standard stuff.
That's actually that's really the reason that people like them. I mean, there are a couple of things going on. Number one, it's easy access. It's also cheaper because Rhode Island maintains the channel to the Port of Davisville, and it's not a Corps of Engineers. They're not subject to a federal tax. So they may be the only major shipping, auto shipping port in the U.S. that isn't subject to that tax, which makes them very competitive.
Your article indicates that Honda hopes to ship 18,000 cars to the Port of Davisville by year end. For a longer period of time, a number of other car makers have been shipping their product here. Audi, Bentley, Ford, Porsche, Subaru, and Volkswagen, and that totals the 250,000 cars per year that you talked about. By the way, that company from Naples, Italy, is called Getra SPA.
Yes.
There's much more about all of this in today's Providence Business News, along with a special capital access section that business owners large and small might be interested in checking out. Mark Murphy, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Frank.